Hello and welcome to the 43rd Minute Review Show. Today we are going to be talking about Wreck-It Ralph, the new Disney animation starring John C. Reilly and Sarah Silverman, to name a few. So let's get started with all the good points about this film. So this is a very nostalgic film for anybody who loves games, especially vintage games, and some new ones, but the newer ones are more like they've made parodies of the new games such as Halo and Super Mario Kart and things like that. I'm talking vintage games like Street Fighter 2. That's the kind of nostalgia you'll find here. Now, let's get into the plot. The plot is all about Ralph, or Wreck-It Ralph, who is a villain. And he is seeking to become a hero so that he can basically have some friends and people be nice to him. And it's during this time that he meets Sarah Silverman's character, whose name is Vanellope. Vanellope is a wee girl, and she is in a racing game called Sugar Rush. Now, let me just stop right there before it becomes anything spoilerish. That's all in the trailer. That's everything you would have seen. So, the game nostalgia, the actual design of all the games, and the world that all the game characters live in is fantastic. There is a brilliant central hub which is made up of the plug sockets that all the arcade games go into, and all the arcade characters move between them, and it's fantastic. And it's in this that some of the similarities between other Disney and Disney Pixar films comes in. The actual central hub is quite like the doorway room in Monsters Inc. and Ralph himself is quite like Sully from Monsters Inc. and Vanellope, Sarah Silverman's character, is very like Boo, the wee girl from she's more grown up. She's like a more grown up version of Boo in Monsters Inc. And this is brilliant. It's nice to see all these things, but you don't really feel that it's like it's copying or just mimicking anything. It is genuinely a new story and everything like that. It's just a nice tie-in. You kind of feel very nostalgic to older Disney Pixar films, even though this isn't a Disney Pixar film, it's just a Disney film. You do feel kind of nostalgic towards those old films, and it's brilliant in that sense. It's a very nice film all around. It's very, very Disney-ish. The only problem is that some of the nostalgia and some of the laughs that I got from the film might be because I'm grown up and I remember these things. And I don't know if there's enough of the kiddish jokes in it, or kiddish nostalgia, or games that we kids would recognise, or even teenager kids would recognise. I think that that's where the minor problem with Wreck-It Ralph comes in, is that it might be too heavy on the vintage stuff and not enough on the more modern stuff for some kids to get. But aside from that, it's a very, very fun film. It's very nice and very enjoyable. So from us, we will give it 4 out of 5. Right, we will see you next time. Bye!